In this video, we'll cover the Spring Boot Starter Parent. Spring Boot provides a starter parent. So this is a special starter that provides Maven defaults. So in your pom.xml file, you'll have an entry here for parent, and you'll give the actual group ID, artifact ID, and version. And this is included in the pom.xml automatically when using the Spring Initializer. So the Maven defaults are actually defined in the starter parent. So you get your actual default compiler levels. It also has support for the UTF-8 source encoding, and there are some other features out there, but you get all of these features by default by using the Spring Boot Starter Parent. Now, you may wonder, well, I don't want to use Java 8 as far as my Java version. On our project, we're using Java 12 or Java 15 or Java 20 or Java 30. I'm being ridiculous here, but Java's changing every 6 months now, so that's a very valid concern. So here you simply override a default or override this and simply set the property here. So here I say properties, java.version, and you simply specify or just drop in the version of Java that your project is using. So this is pretty slick. I like it. Now, for the Spring Boot Starter dependencies, there's no need to list the actual version. So basically here you give your actual parent. So we have the Spring Boot Starter parent and we specify the given version that we're using. Then for the actual dependencies, you simply inherit the version from the starter parent. So there's no need to list the individual versions. This is great for maintenance. And also it helps to make sure that all of the dependencies here that you're using are compatible. And that's regarding all of the Spring Boot Starter dependencies, making sure those are all compatible. Now also the starter parent provides default configuration of the Spring Boot plugin. So in your build section for your pom.xml file, you simply reference the Spring Boot Maven plugin and it's there ready to go. There's no additional configurations that you need to perform to configure the Spring Boot plugin. So you can simply run it from your command line, Maven Spring Boot :run, and it'll actually run your application out of the box with no additional work. So let's take a step back and look at the benefits of the Spring Boot Starter parent. So first off, it gives you the default Maven configuration for the Java version, UTF coding, and so on. Also, it helps you with dependency management. So you simply use the version on the parent only, and all the Spring Boot Starter dependencies inherit the version from the parent. And also you have the default configuration of the Spring Boot plugin. So those are the main benefits there of using the Spring Boot Starter parent.